It's news time. Information is power. Be current. The news headline: Attacks on Benue. We will hold Buhari responsible for Ortom's life. The news in full. Worried by the renewed attacks on communities in Benue State and alleged threats to the life of Governor Samuel Ortom by Fulani herdsmen, the Middle Belt Nigeria Forum (MBF) says it would hold President Muhammadu Buhari responsible should any harm is visited on him. The forum equally called on security agencies to intervene and arrest Fulani herdsmen that have taken over several parts of Guma local government area where Governor Samuel Ortom hails from. In a statement in Abuja on Sunday, the group condemns all forms of provocation in whatever disguise that can threaten the present fragile peace in the state. The statement, signed by the national president of the regional group, Dr. Pogu Bitrius, reads in full: The attention of the Middle Belt Forum (MBF) has been drawn to the alleged threat on the life of Governor Samuel Ortom of Benue State by forces opposed to his persistent and clear stance against open grazing of cattle in Nigeria, especially in the Middle Belt region. More infuriating to those plotting against the Benue governor is his insistence that the 2023 presidency must not be retained by the North, and his position that was recently adopted by the forum at the National Executive Committee (NEC) meeting in Akwanga, Nasarawa State. Apart from standing as the clear symbol of what the Middle Belt stand for, the irrepressible Benue governor has been in the vanguard of calling out criminal elements engaged in carrying out murderous activities and assaults on our communities, which has led to the destruction of thousands of our towns and villages, with some of our people forced to seek sanctuary in various internally displaced person IDP camps that are poorly catered for by some state governments and the National Emergency Management Agency (NEMA), despite pressure and threats from those that are determined to continue with the culture of bloodbath and massive destruction by armed and brutal Fulani militia. Governor Ortom has remained unswerving to the defense of his people by insisting that the anti-open grazing law can never be reversed. It is in clear acknowledgement of the imperatives of the anti-open grazing law as means to ending the bloodbath in Benue State, another state of the Middle Belt that the southern governors also outlawed open grazing to stop the rising of spate of bloodshed and destruction associated with the activities of the herdsmen. Considering the irreversible determination of Governor Samuel Ortom to stand with his people on power rotation to the south in 2023 and his unbending opposition to rescind the anti-open grazing law, anti-democratic forces are alleged to be working underground to instigate crisis with the sole aim of having the federal government impose a state of emergency on Benue. Therefore, as the umbrella organization for ethnic nationalities in the Middle Belt region, the forum condemns all forms of provocations in whatever guise that can threaten the present fragile peace in the states. We therefore call on troublemakers that are acting at the behest of forces opposed to securities in not only Benue State but also the Middle Belt region to quickly shed the sword. We also call on security agencies to intervene and arrest Fulani herdsmen that have taken over several parts of Guma local government area where Governor Samuel Ortom actually hails from. Security agents should pay close attention to the activities of these murdering herdsmen in order to stave off new waves of genocidal attacks and destruction of property in not only Benue State but also the Middle Belt and the entire country. President Muhammadu Buhari should rise to his responsibility of protecting vulnerable communities against these human butcheries. The anti-opo grazing law that was properly passed by the Benue State lawmakers should be respected by the federal government as enshrined in the Nigerian Constitution. We wish to draw the attention of Nigerians and the international community that what is presently happening now in Benue could turn out to dress rehearsal for yet another deadly round of violence. In the event of any distraction unleashed on Benue State or any arm visited on Governor Ortom, the Middle Belt shall hold President Muhammadu Buhari responsible. We wish to state in clear terms that Governor Ortom is not responsible for the present insecurity reaping across Benue State and the country at large. The forces behind our security nightmares are the mindless ones and vicious herdsmen killers whose desire is to conquer our land and take over our communities. What our nation's security forces should do now is to go after these bloodthirsty criminals and actually take over our communities back for us. What our nation's security should do as well is to go after these bloodthirsty criminals that have turned our community into a vast killing field. President Muhammadu Buhari should stop the orchestrated massacre of our people in the phantom name of farmer herdsmen clashes. And this is the Middle Belt Forum (MBF) telling President Muhammadu Buhari to see to the rise of state violence in the state and in the region of the southeast, that is Benue State, amongst others, saying that some particular people have been threatening, the life of Governor Samuel Ortom because of his clear stance and agitations for the people of the state as per the open grazing law and the corruption going on in the country and the lack of attention from the federal government to some germane matters in the country. And the Benue state governor has actually also insisted that the 2023 presidency should not be retained in the north, and that was recently adopted by the forum at their National Executive Committee (NEC) meeting in Akwanga, Nasarawa State. And for these reasons, there have been a whole lot of criminal elements that have been engaging in murderous assaults in the communities of the southeast, especially Benue State, where a whole lot of people have been internally displaced, to the IDP camps, which is still poorly managed by the federal government and also the state government. And despite the treasure and the threats, Governor Samuel Ortom has remained unswerving to the defense of his people by insisting that anti-opo grazing law, among others, cannot be reserved. Therefore, the NBF is saying that if anything happens to him, then President Muhammadu Buhari would be held responsible. Thanks for listening.